how are you today? I am Catlady Antigoni, and today we are having a story time. This time, before I start explaining my makeup, before I actually do anything, I'm gonna tell you what happened and why are you seeing this different hair unexpectedly without a how-to video. Actually, I have recorded this video with my old blue-green hair, but then I realized that this video was completely out of focus. That means unusable because I don't want to upload something which is in bad quality. It's very unpleasant for you. So I decided to do it again with the new hair. But don't worry, I have a video which is coming about how I did the hair, how I bleached again, and how I chose the colors, what colors I used and everything. So if you don't want to miss this video, you know what you should do. Ring the bell and you will get a notification about this one. Also, another thing that I would like to tell you is that in this video we will do an unboxing together, as long as we are saying the story time. But unfortunately I recycled the box because, you know, I finished with the other video, so I was, it's just a paper box, I don't need this anymore. So I recycled it and I don't have the box, so I will just have the products on my desk and I will show them to you as we were talking. So let's start! As always, I'm gonna explain you my makeup before I do anything else, but I'm gonna do it kinda quickly because we have to say a lot of things today. So for my eyes, I have used this lovely palette from Beauty Babe, the pastels, and actually from this palette I have used three colors, which are the purple here, the yellow here, and the light pink, which is somewhere around here. I really cannot see it, but I'm sure you will understand. So the lines are done by the Epic Ink Eyeliner from NYX. I don't know if it has a specific name or shade, but I'm sure you will not be confused since it's only this one and a brown one. I use the black, it's so easy. The star stamps are made by Colourpop's Cutie Mark, the star stamp, and Colourpop is also on my lips by this amazing lip pencil. It's from a duo, from the collaboration that Colourpop did with Barbie, so I don't know if you can find it as a single without the lipstick, but I'm gonna tell you the name just in case. It is the Malibu Sunset, but don't worry if you cannot find it. I will have the duo down at the description box as always, so you will find details about everything. On my cheeks now, I have from Too Faced these three palettes that I have shown to you, and it's discontinued right now, but I'm gonna show you the blush either way. It's this one right here, and for highlighter I have also used from Too Faced this one and this shade right here. I'm not sure that you will find it. I'm sure that you will not find it because it's discontinued its last year's collection, so I think that I'm not gonna put anything down at the description box just to know, okay? So let's continue to the interesting part right now. As you probably have seen from the title of the video, this video is gonna be about my makeup story and how I started and why I started and why I'm here right now, because every now and then I'm receiving a lot of questions that has to do with these things on Instagram, so I decided to do a video to explain you everything in details, and also it's not gonna be only a story time. This time I have a box from Lico. Lico is a Scandinavian store. I don't know who of you are actually from Scandinavia and can understand what I'm talking about, but the thing is that we're gonna see very, very nice products, and not only that, but until Wednesday we have a discount code at LYKO. So this code's gonna be Antigoni 15, it's gonna be here, but also you can find it at the description box. So if you're interested in buying anything, you can use this code and you can have 15% discount. We are starting our unboxing with a Swedish brand named Makeup Store, and from them I have these 3 products. I don't know if you can see them clearly, but I'm gonna show you in details and explain them a little bit to you. So we have these 2, which are from the same series. They called Stardust, the series, and this light blue is called Electric. And if you wanna see it on my eyes, you can actually visit my Instagram page, which is gonna be Catlady Antigoni. It's gonna be down in the description box as always, and then you can see my latest post where actually I have applied this on my eyes. And not only this, but also this one in the middle at this time, which is Night Fever, again same series, Stardust, and these 2 are pigments with glitter. And we also have this one from the series Multi Dust, which is a topper in the shade Green Mist. A topper is something that has glitters, but it's not that opaque as the pigments, but you can put it on a normal eyeshadow look like this one. I haven't put it here today, but I could have actually done this, and then you will have a very nice glittery look. At this point, I would like to mention that everything that I have received from LYKO are completely cruelty-free. The brands, the products, everything, and most of them are vegan. I'm not sure if every company is vegan, but most of them they are, and I'm very happy about this fact. So my story begins since when I was 14 or something, and I was looking at my mother's cosmetics and I was super curious to see them on action, because in my mind they were so impressive. To be honest, they were not that impressive if I compare them to what we have today. Like 10 years before, or even more, cosmetics were not that amazing quality as what we have now. But yeah, since I had nothing, in my mind, yeah, they were just amazing. So I started wanting to have my own, but since I was very young, my mother didn't allow me to have anything. But somehow I found an eye pencil, and when I was going to the choir, I was wearing this eye pencil and I was feeling very happy and mischievous, because you know, I was able to wear makeup, and then I was doing my thing, so I was like, yeah, I did it. But when I grew up, we kinda agreed that I can wear something like an eyeliner and mascara and a lipstick. So of course I decided to use the blackest black of eyeliners, which, if I'm thinking about it right now, it wasn't pretty at all. I don't know if I can find some pictures from this era. Not very nice pictures probably, but if I find anything I will have it around here. And of course, as a lipstick, I chose the most vibrant pink that I could ever find. So the result, as you can understand, it was bad. And the mascara didn't save it at all. But this was my makeup when I was at the end of high school, so from 17 to 18, something like that. And of course it was like that for years. I'm not very proud of it now that I'm thinking, but what can I do? That was the case back then. So when I started university, things were not improving for my makeup by a lot. I was still using this vibrant black eyeliner and the mascara, and actually at this point I bought some very cheap lip liners or lipsticks, I don't remember, I don't want to remember, and the result was awful, super awful. I'm not very proud of it, but what can I do? Anyway, but when I was around 19, by the end of my first year, a friend of mine did my makeup using her own products, and the result was very nice, and I was like, oh, wow, I love this version of myself. I want to be able to try to do this alone. So that's how I started considering the idea of buying makeup, my own makeup this time, and then I started some research. And by saying research, I don't mean which brand is good and which brand is bad and everything. I mean which is the cheapest that I can find out there. So I'm not saying that cheap is always bad, but when we are talking about €1 things, it's kinda low possibility to find something good there. Of course, I'm not saying that all the high-end are great and all the drugstore are bad, but this makeup that I bought wasn't even drugstore. Like, it was low quality. Let's say this thing. Anyway, I decided to buy some things. Not very good buys, now that I remember, not very proud of what I bought. For example, I decided that I don't need a foundation. Who needs a foundation to have a complete makeup, you know? And also, I don't need a brush. I can have these tiny sponges for the eyes, and I can apply my eyeshadows with that. I can also blend and have a great result. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. As you can understand, I bought these things. And later, when I was 20 something, my grandma bought me as a gift something which was finally fine, a non-cruelty free actually, know that, palette from Sephora. And actually back then I had no idea about the whole cruelty-free ideology and way of thinking, way of buying makeup and all the stuff around that. So yeah, in my mind it was colorful, so it was nice. It was also a lot better quality than what I used to have. I bought some brushes as well, and that's how I started doing something more okay. Not even that. You will see in the pictures, hopefully. Before I continue with my story, I will show you some more products from the box that I received from Lico, and let's see them and then we will continue. So here we have an eyeshadow from the brand Fairy. It's a Swedish brand, as you can say by the name, and it's the shade Jungle, a very nice green pigment. Very good. I have tried. It's coming, a makeup look, it's coming on Instagram. And also I have this thing here, which is from Urban Decay, the shade Soul Love, and it's an amazing glitter. Let me show you. It's this one. Can you see it? Oh, I'm super happy. I wanted this for so long, and now it's my chance to have it. I'm very happy. But we are not finished yet. I have this one from Isadora, and I think it's also a Swedish brand, but I'm not sure. It's a lipstick in this amazing red shade, and its name is Chelsea Red. So we have, I think, 2 more parts of the unboxing, so stay tuned to finish that. Back to our story. A few years later, I discovered that I can actually watch some tutorials on YouTube, both in English and in Greek. Back then I was more comfortable to watch tutorials in Greek. I found them more helpful, since the whole terminology about the eyes and the eye parts and the shadows were something completely new to me. I was feeling more comfortable with Greek than with English. Anyway, so although that I watched a lot of things, I learned things from that. I feel that the whole thing with YouTube tutorials is not working for me. I mean, I know that most of you guys can actually just learn by watching something on YouTube. Personally, I feel that I need a personal tutor to see my work specifically and point out the mistakes and say what can I do better, or what can improve in my techniques, or why something is important, things that you cannot really find on YouTube, especially if you want a personal review or critique on what you're doing. So yeah, I learned things, but I wasn't, completely happy with the whole experience. So as the year were passing, I actually bought some better quality makeup, not the best still, but of course I moved on from the stage €1 makeup is good. I did proper research, and I knew that even though some brands were drugstore and not high-end, they actually had good makeup, so I focused on them. And yeah, I was starting building a collection back then. After all these things, I finished with university. I returned back to my hometown, Thessaloniki. I started considering to do something more on makeup, but at the same time I was kinda unsure about that and I didn't know, so I just postponing it until something happened. So the Greek NYX Professional Makeup had a seminar for free, a masterclass for all of us that would like to attend that and actually learn things and everything. So I just went there most out of curiosity to see if this is something that I would enjoy, to have like a tutoring on makeup. The whole experience was amazing, and this whole thing made me start considering a little bit more, to see it more seriously, to actually start searching for a tutor or having lessons or something. So that was my first step to start searching inside myself for what do I want to do about makeup. After NYX's seminars, a new makeup store was opening back then in Thessaloniki, and since they wanted to establish their presence, they invited a famous Greek YouTuber to do a masterclass. That YouTuber was Katerina Vlachou. Her work is stunning, it's just amazing. I will leave a link to her channel and her Instagram and everything down below if you wanna search and find her and see her amazing work. Anyway, so of course I wanted to attend that seminar. I went there, I saw her in action, in teaching action, and I was like, yeah, that's so cool actually. Oops, my straw. Calm down, straw, we're doing something here. Anyway, I was super happy about the whole experience. The NYX conducted a second seminar. Of course, I went there. It was also very, very nice. I learned a lot of things from there as well. And I was kind of sure that now, yeah, I have decided I want a tutor, I want to learn properly. Before I continue with my story, let's see some more of the unboxing. So, first of all, we have again a Swedish brand, which is this. It's Indie Beauty by Therese Lindgren. Sorry, Swedish friends, if I'm spelling this wrongly. I'm still learning here. Hopefully next time that I'm gonna tell it's gonna be better. Hopefully. It's not a promise, but the promise is that I'm trying. So it's from the series Kiss and Tell. It's 100% vegan as a brand, and not only this product. And let me show you. It's a liquid lipstick in the shade Eglira. It's a very nice dusty pink and smells amazing. Its duration is just, it's stunning because I have put in it, I have drunk water, I have eaten oils, and it was still there. It was a very, very good liquid lipstick. Very nice one. I'm super happy with it. We continue again with a Swedish brand. This time, not a difficult name at all. The name is Viva la Diva. And we have from the series Super Delicious, this one, in the shade 20, Mrs. Cool, which is a very, very nice lip gloss. I liked it, and I think that I have it in one of my posts. I'm not sure right now, but if it is not already on Instagram, it's coming soon, because I know that I have used it, because I know that I'm very happy with it. And also from the same brand, Viva La Diva, we have this silver pencil, sorry, it's pencil, that's the word, you know, in the shade 11 silver. And it can also be used as an eye pencil. I said lip pencil because I used it on my lips, but it's also an eye pencil because it's original eye pencil, and as we know, we can use eye pencil on the lips, but not the opposite, not lip pencil on the eyes. Just a little advice for today. So we have 2 more products until we finish with this unboxing, and let's continue with the story. So by the time that I was ready and I have decided that yeah, I want to do it properly now, I want to find a teacher and start, the lockdown happened in Greece. So everything was closed, you couldn't find anything. I personally stopped doing my private lessons because, if you don't know, I'm a math teacher. So I had my students, I stopped with them because no one knew back then what's gonna happen with the schools, with education in general. So we just took a break from everything, and I had a lot of free time to search the internet. At this point I started watching English speaking tutorials because yeah, I have pretty much watched everything in Greek and I wanted some more material, other opinions, other brands reviews and everything. I did that, I learned things, but again I wasn't like absolutely happy with my knowledge or my techniques or everything. So I just wanted to do some more, but I couldn't find it because everything was closed. So I started looking around the internet to find actually a tutor, but then I had another problem. Who should I trust, you know? Since I didn't know them personally, I wouldn't know if their teaching style will fit me or if I'm gonna like the way they're saying things and everything. So it was a huge confusion in my head. Until one day I was watching Katerina's channel, the makeup tutor that I mentioned before, and I noticed that she started doing some makeup lessons with limited amount of people and everything. So I was like, oh yeah, that's for me, because I already knew her. I already liked her style of teaching, her ways, her way of explaining makeup. So I contacted her and I said, yeah, I'm interested. Can we do it? Can we make it happen? She was very kind with me. We started. I was super excited back then. Like, everything was perfect. I found a lot of mistakes that I was doing, and she was very patient with me. She was very good. Like, whenever she wanted to say something that she wanted me to improve or work more on that, she was very polite. So I never felt bad. I never felt disappointed. So for me, this is the most important thing, because if I was starting feeling disappointed, I might have stopped, because that's how my character works. Like, I would have said, no, this is not for me, I cannot do that. But the way that she was talking to me and the whole approach was like the ideal for me back then, because she motivated me to work more on that in a very, very positive way. So I learned a lot of things with her in a very good way. So with all the lessons that I have done, I have now gained confidence to actually start my own Instagram page, because I wanted to be able to express myself and show my makeup. And not only that, I would like to share some of the things that I was doing, and I was finding them interesting and everything. So it was the best motivation for me to actually take the decision and start this account that I wanted for a long time. But I couldn't actually find content, or I want to focus on beauty, but I wasn't very self-confident because of the reasons that I already have told you. So that was a chance, and then I started my account, and I was so happy about that, especially when I received all these positive comments from you guys. And it's so important, like, every follower, every single comment makes me so happy and makes me believe that the things that I'm doing, all my efforts are actually to a point. Like, I'm doing something here, and thank you so much for that. So I'm leaving you at the cliffhanging point of the story, and I'm actually gonna try to finish the unboxing with 2 last lip products. So first of all, we have this one, which is from Jordana, the series Sweet Cream. It's a very nice pink, magenta, so much me as a color, and it actually has a name, which is not my name. I don't know why, but it's not. The name is Sweet Berry Crumble. And last but not least, we have this one, which is from NYX Professional Makeup, series Machinist, and the shade is Grind. So with this said, the unboxing from Lico has finished. I'm so happy for this whole collaboration that I had with them. I'm very happy that they actually trusted me to do that for them. And also, if you want to buy something, don't forget my code Antigoni15 for 15% off. It's gonna last until Wednesday, so hurry up and do your thing. So we continue with our story, and as you know, around August I came here in Sweden, and from my first days here, someone actually trusted me to have a gig and be the makeup artist of a full moon party. You know, a lot of people were there, and the whole experience was just amazing. It was the first time in my life that I had to do the makeup of so many people in such a small amount, and it was just great because someone just saw my Instagram and say, yeah, you can do it, you can have it, and that was such an honor to me. And then people were very nice with me. Everyone was so polite, so kind, and actually when they were saying like, oh, just do whatever in my face, I felt so proud because I knew that they looked either the makeup that I had at this night, or they just know me from Instagram and they were trusting me. And to me, this whole thing was such an honor and boosted me so much and built my self-confidence. And now I said from this point, yeah, I'm ready to have my own clients, my own people that I'm gonna do makeup on them. And also that made me want to try harder and improve myself and become better and better, and that was just great for me. And after some months, the most amazing thing happened. I had my first collaboration on January with LYKO Cosmetics, the Swedish one, and I'm actually gonna show you, excuse me for the sound, what I got from them. This palette, among other things. I'm not gonna show you everything. If you want, you can find everything on my Instagram. I have highlighted as stories, so you can find everything there. But yeah, this one is just an example for what they kindly gifted to me, because they actually trusted me. And again, it was so amazing as a feeling to have a whole company believe in me and my work. So I was so happy. And then I had a second collaboration, this time with an American company, which had its own glory, because, you know, they sent me something from the other side of the world, which was just mind-blowing. You know, I didn't believe that I would never actually reach to a point that someone from America wanted to collaborate with me. So I was just more than happy at this point. So my second collaboration was this palette from Mortis Cosmetica, the Anti-Valentine's palette. If you can see it, it's just amazing. Like, these two collaborations, for their own reasons, they have a special place in my heart. And then I had actually another special one, this time with a company based in Greece, Cougar Beauty Greece. This one, this lip vault, and some other things as well. And this was special to me because I was asked to do the whole presentation and everything in Greek, which is my native language. So I was extra enthusiastic about that because, you know, it was a whole different thing. So it had its own glory, you know. And then after a while I had to another proposition from LYKO Paris this time, collaborate with them. This is just an example what I got from them. And not the last one was with Lico. The before last, I don't know what's the correct word right here. I'm just so happy, so I cannot find the words, sorry. Was with Concrete Minerals, and they sent me their amazing duochromes, these guys right here, a whole collection actually, and they're also from America, so it's still unbelievable. After Mortis Cosmetica, and still it's crazy for me. So this was my tiny story with the collabs. I'm having things ongoing right now. I cannot reveal anything yet because I want to make sure that we will have this, and then I want to tell you details and do some stories explaining everything and posts and whatever, but not yet. But just have in mind that I have more things that are coming, so please stay tuned because I'm so excited, and you will see why. After all these things, I decided that normal makeup is not enough for me right now at this point. So I wanted to learn something more, something like special effects. So I asked my teacher Katerina to guide me in this field. And this field is just so amazing because you can do a lot of things there with just everyday material, with everything. And in my mind it was the most satisfying part of makeup because you just let your creativity go, and you can do just everything, whatever you can imagine. So I feel that I fit more to that. Of course, I still love beauty because this is where I started from, and it was my first step in the whole makeup world. But I feel so amazed that I want to do more research since I know the basics right now. And actually that's one of my future plans, either to go to a special school for SFX or just try to have my own research. And now that I know the basics, I think it's gonna be kinda easier for me to understand what's happening or what they are doing or how they're using every material. So this world is just, I feel that I fit more in this than in normal. But we will see what I will do actually in the future. Now, let me tell you some things about the channel that we have here on YouTube, why I started, and all these details. So, I had Instagram, as you know, but in my mind still it wasn't enough. I wanted to do more things, more fun things actually, like challenges or vlogs, because many of you asked me about Sweden and I want to be able to show you more parts of my life and maybe Swedish culture. And since I know that I have people from Greece who are following me or watching me, I want to be able to share the whole experience with them, so to help them if they actually want to move there, to be able to understand what's happening. And not only that, I want to be able to be more creative and do more than just pictures, actually to be able to talk about makeup, explain makeup, share my opinion about makeup brands, makeup products and everything. And actually I want to be more close to you guys, to have more contact, and of course to have another way to communicate with you. And as I said, not only with just pictures which are still, no, I want to be able to talk to you because I love talking and I want to share things. So that's the basic idea behind YouTube. And make sure that you will stay tuned because amazing things are coming. Like, we have already planned vlogs, the Q&A about Sweden that I have on Instagram recently, I'm filming that, so it's coming. So make sure that you're not gonna lose anything on this channel. Another good question would be, what am I doing today? So, my average week contains at least 3 photo shoots and 2 videos because I want to make sure that I will have enough content for both Instagram, which right now is my main platform, and YouTube that I'm trying to expand and actually be able to produce quality content and actually be there more as much as possible actually. So thankfully I'm not in this alone. I have the help of my amazing boyfriend, who is doing a lot of work, and not only the editing part and all these things, but actually the most important thing that he's doing for me is the emotional support. So he's pushing me with his own way to keep moving and keep being creative and doing all the things that are making me happy, and I'm so thankful for that actually. And now it's time for the word of the day. So my first thought was to say something about makeup or something like that, but I'm sure that we will have many chances in the future to talk about makeup in Greek. Actually, we're using English words so at most of the things, so I don't think it's gonna be that interesting. Instead, I chose to say another word, the word for happiness, because the whole thing that I'm describing right now makes me feel so happy, and I want to be able to share that with you in every possible way, either by this video or by the word of the day or by everything. So I chose this word for today. So happiness in Greek is ευτυχία. Ευτυχία. Say with me, ευτυχία. Ευτυχία. So, as always, I would like to ask you to try to write a comment either in English or in Greek and try to include this word, and maybe, who knows, you will be in my next video. Now, after all these things, I'm gonna actually try to tell you some things about my future plans. So, in the future I want to focus as much as possible on YouTube, because I found that I love this platform. I love the way that I'm expressing myself through this, so it's just great for me. But of course I will not stop Instagram, or I will not reduce the work that I'm doing right now from Instagram. But also I want to focus more on body paint and more transformation, makeup and things like that, more complicated looks, because I want to be able to evolve myself through this journey. So that's it for today. We are finished. It was a way too long video, but you asked about this video specifically. Like, I had a lot of questions, why I started makeup, how was the circumstances for that and everything, so I just want to summarize it and give it as a whole to you guys in order to know about my story. Thank you so much. Actually, if you stay till the end, good job. I really appreciate that. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a like. Of course, you can subscribe to my channel and ring the bell, because more content is coming, like the video where I'm bleaching my hair and then I'm dyeing my hair. So if you wanna know more details, stay tuned. Of course, we have the Q&A about Sweden. I have all your questions on Instagram. I'm working on it. This video is on its way. It's coming. Of course, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, because more Q&As are coming and we will probably see them on videos, so make sure that you're not gonna miss anything. And that was all from me for today. Thank you so much once again for being there with me, and bye bye!